Hello. Let's move this out a little bit. And then it's time to get started on that fucking Growlithe. That fucking Growlithe. Oh yes. This Growlithe has evaded me for way too long. Boop. So, we are looking for the yellow Growlithe. Yesterday, we got 2 Vulpixies. Have I set my... remember correctly? Yes, I have. Okay. Yes. Let's change this up quickly. Picture mode. Don't mind me. I'm just getting sorted here. Okay. Here we go. Had a lot of fun yesterday. Some new followers, we got a new sub. We had a lot of interesting discussions regarding life, things we do, things we should do, shouldn't do. And of course chat was a little bit horny, but that's fine, it's alright. It's not a problem. But first of all, today we hope to actually get this Growlithe. Yeah. Let me quickly post them to as well. Sweet. Okay. So I've got my second Joy-Con ready in case we find a shiny. But hey, how's everyone doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's almost weekend. So for everyone who's currently working, hey, thank God it's Friday, right? It's Friday, right? Yeah, it's Friday. So we definitely don't want to see a shiny Vulpix. We've got 2 of them already. We don't want to see a shiny Porygon because we've seen 4 of them already. We caught 2 of them. And yeah, hopefully we'll have fun today and get some new Pokemon. We still need to fill up 50 unique Pokemon, so we'll see if we can get to that point. At the moment we're on 23. And that's with 11 catches because evolutions count as well for the Pokedex. Of course, after I complete the Pokedex and I beat the game, we're gonna go for the complete shiny living dex. Oh yes, we also don't want to see an Abra because we already have a Kadabra. We don't need another one for now. Although if I find an Abra, I'll catch it because that will help the shiny living decks along a little bit as well. So no Pidgeys spawn here, only Pidgeotto. It's a bit annoying. At least Rattata spawn. Oh, this is already 4. Right. Hey, 4 more subs and we get our get a new emote slot. That might be fun. Oh, he bumped into me ever so gently. Okay. Nope, no shinies there. Sometimes it's a bit confusing to see whether something's a shiny or not. I mean, it's more confusing when something isn't shiny than when it is. The old image processing in your head doesn't quite figure it out quickly. But when you see it shiny, you definitely know it. So only 4 Pokemon spawn here at a time. So I wait to see 4 unique Pokemon. Then I run back in, run back out. Oh, there's 4. And that's how I quickly refresh what spawns and what doesn't spawn. What doesn't spawn being a shiny. So there was actually 2 Rattata in that grass there, so that's why I walked away. Okay, Raticate Porygon, now we wait for the other 2 spawns. Oh, that's a Rattata. And another Raticate. So, we do this thing again. Ooh, bloody hell. Someone wants my attention. That was the wifey. Just eradicate. Let's see, and we'll have to find the grass there. Let's see, Pidgeotto, Porygon, and nothing else yet. Oh, 3 Pidgeotto. Nobody needs that many Pidgeotto. Now, in previous streams I've been lucky and I've been getting shinies within the first half an hour. Clickety-clack, clack, 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 click, clack, 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 clack. Oh, my poor wife is at work and she is feeling rubbish. She has a fever, she has a cough, She hasn't slept well. So I think she was having a fever dream last night. She sounded like distressed, right? So I woke her up. By the way, never wake a sleeping woman up. Never do it. Except if you, want to make sure that they're alright for some reason or another. And she's such a champion. She just keeps going. She goes to work even when she's ill. I don't know what I've done to deserve a woman like that. But, someone's looking out for me. She's the one supporting us right now, because obviously I don't have a real job. I've got this, which isn't really paying any bills, but I enjoy doing this. This is good for my own mental health. She is a champion. She just keeps going. I'm very happy to have a woman like that in my life. Oh, bless her, and she has work tomorrow as well, she just told me. I didn't know she was working tomorrow, but I won't stream tomorrow because she'll be home at 12:30. But she's a real champion, that one. I really wish there was more interest in streams at this time of the day. Because for me it's 12, right? So for me it's easy to get on during this time. But for everyone else, not so much. Because, people have work. People have things to do. I think the only country that this is a reasonable time is around Japan, I guess. My wife, she is a complete champion. She's just working through, all of her illness right now. She has a fever, but she's still at work. Okay, that might be bad if it's contagious, but she does a lot for me. While I'm at home, unable to do much, she's out there. She's providing for us. So, I guess the most I can do is make sure the house is tidy, look after things here. So when she comes home, she doesn't feel like she has to do everything herself. But in between, I do like to stream a little bit. Anyway, we're doing ground lifts. Let's see if today we can get this yellow boy or girl. I don't mind too much. Hey kitten, what's up? How are you doing today? I was just saying about my wife. She's feeling ill, but she's still gone to work. She's still doing stuff. I could learn a lot from her. I'm kind of knackered. I ended up staying up until like 4 last night. And then I woke up at like 9. But yeah, when the wife gets home, I'll make sure she's comfortable, get her a Lemsip and some soothers, give her some ibuprofen, give her a back massage, make sure she's comfortable so she can rest a little bit. This is bloody insomnia, I swear to God. Like, it doesn't bother me too much because I'm not really using that much energy, but yeah, I want to have a bit more energy to be a bit more, you know, well, energetic during streams. And the worst part is she's also working tomorrow, so she still doesn't. Yeah, I need to look after her a little bit when she gets home. And especially right now, while I don't have a job, she feels like she needs to do all, you know, as many shifts as she can. And I tell her, you know, take it easy, you'll be fine, but to be honest, I have no idea if next month I can pay my bills, but we'll see what happens. Oh no, definitely not. If she's if it's too much for her, I'll tell her to back off a little. Well, yeah, she's very money conscious, I guess. She deals with all our bills because I don't, you know, I don't care about money that much. Yesterday was a bit awkward, right? So I got a new sub, and literally, like, 10 seconds after she subbed to me, she's like, hey, can anyone spare me some money? I was like, what? That's a little bit awkward for me. Like, you just sub to me and then you say, oh, I'm tight for money, can someone give me a $5? Which is pretty much the exact amount of money you just spent on me. That was a bit strange. And I don't know if this person was joking or not, I still don't know. But if she wasn't, I feel kind of bad for her. Oh, I will allow the word AF. Bloody auto mod. Yeah, so people were saying to her, like, you just subbed. If you needed money, you shouldn't have subbed. And I was just like, oh, I'm so sorry. If I could help you, I would, but... Nah, you're good, you're good. I don't know why I even have auto mod turned on, to be honest. Oh man. Yeah, it's a shame I couldn't join your stream yesterday. We were streaming at the same time. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too, because that will be really awkward. And she's like, oh, can I post a link in here? I'm like, yeah, sure. So she posted something that she made, which was like, she did a Pokemon song in Icelandic. Well, that's the thing though, so because of the language barrier, you don't always understand whether people are sarcastic or whether they're joking. So I think there was a bit of a language barrier there if she was joking. Oh, can I please have a lore? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's buy some more lores. You were dead on stream anyway? Hope not. There's a big boy again. Yeah, so you're doing a Jackbox stream in the weekend, is that right? Have you planned it yet? Don't mind flat management currently hoovering outside. Okay, so this dude. Why do I have a repel? Sell that dude. Sell the star piece. On, get it back tomorrow. Awesome, because I'm looking forward to that kind of stuff. I want to do more with other streamers at the same time anyway. Let's buy 82 super lores. And we will buy, let's say, 20 great balls, ultra balls even, and the rest will be spent on Pokeballs. Yeah, man, I think what's it called? Collaboration streams are the future, because you get shared audiences, and especially if you don't stream at the same time and you have a shared audience, you can keep people's interest higher. So, you know, from a business tactical sense, it is a very good move. To share audiences with other people. Okay, let's lure some bastards out here. Yeah, because at the start, when you start streaming, it's definitely all about, you know, exposure and networking. Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah. And if we get a bunch of people in chat doing Jackbox, they can vote as well, so... And it gives you a chance to be horrible human beings as well. Without any of the blame. Because that's the game. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. He's another big boy. Look how big that boy is. That is a tiger that I would love to cuddle. But yeah, I'm 4 subs away from getting a new emote slot. That's where all the fun begins. And then I can start designing one of the emotes I've wanted for ages. I want to make a 2-part emote, which is a slowpoke back and a slowpoke front, and the front is biting the tail. So you can chain them, so it's like slowpoke 1, slowpoke 2, slowpoke 1, slowpoke 2, and it's just like an infinite chain of slowpokes. I love that kind of stuff. Yeah, I've started planning already. And I'm actually really annoyed because I was working on that 3D thing again last night, and every single time, when you simulate, the fire looks fine, but then when you actually play the media file, let me add it in. When you actually play the file itself, it's like really wild, like this. Oh, let me just loop that quickly. So I've rendered a low quality version for it quickly, but it's way too jumpy, so I need to slow it down a little bit. But I've sorted out most of the what was it? The noise on the render. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. I'll put it over here. Yeah, the fire is way too jumpy, so I've actually extended the, what's it called? The animation 3 times as long now. Let's see if I can put it under my logo here. There we go. Maybe up a little bit further. I'm gonna keep it there for a little while. See what people say about it. Oh yeah, man. Especially when you're drawing stuff from scratch. You know, if you do it on your computer, like, you can leave it to simulate for like an hour, and then it'll do its own thing, right? But if you're actually paying attention to something and drawing it, it takes a lot of patience to get things just right. I thought the smoke would be great for my, you know, brand, because I'm obviously constantly smoking on stream. So your thing mentions that you're a web designer, is that right? You can't draw. Ah, yeah. Or at least on your stream, in the About You section, you have something on web design. Well, I can't talk today. Nice. Yeah, I've done loads of web design when I was younger. At the moment, I'm just using like a pre-made template and adding my own images in, to be honest, for my website. But yeah, I've done my website a couple of days ago, well, 2 weeks ago now. And I think it looks rather good. Oh yeah. Well, so when did you last make a website? Depending on your answer, my advice will change. Because the last time I've properly made a website was when websites were pure HTML. Yeah, that's it. Because if you want to make a website right now, you really need to learn both PHP and CSS. And I would say CSS is probably more important than PHP at this point. Because with CSS you can make some really nice overlapping layers. Nearly a year ago. Okay, so you should still know some of that stuff. Yeah, because my old website was purely just like a bunch of divs with some images in there. Yeah, I know. And you know, that's when I learned how to do it as well. When everything was simple. Yeah, PHP is interesting because you know, you can play with variables as well, which is really nice for a design standpoint because you can make variable widths, heights. You can make, you know, you can integrate all of that. You can put counter systems in. You can start messing with databases with PHP and MySQL or another. Okay, well, shiny Porygon, I guess. This is exactly what I didn't want to happen. Shiny on screen. Whoop-de freaking do. Just spam some Arctic hype, because I'm obviously very happy about this. Let me add a bookmark so I can put this on my shiny compilation. Let me press B and run the fuck away from this thing, because I don't want it. That is literally my 5th shiny Porygon this week. Sorry, where were we? Yeah. So, when you mess with databases, you can actually have people store information. Like, I used to work with PHP BB, which is like a forum board, right? I had a lot of fun messing with that. I used to make my own plugins. But yeah, if you go purely from a design standpoint, definitely CSS and HTML. HTML5 is a lot more powerful than HTML3 was back in the day. So you'll have a good chance of making something gorgeous now. Yeah, sorry, I know I'm very boring right now. Oh my god, so last month I had a raid where I had 16 people average viewers, right? And that day went out of my range now. So right now my average viewership is tanked, basically. But I think I just streamed during the wrong times. Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna, you know, keep going at it. But I don't know how long. I don't know how long I can keep going at it, because, like I said, my wife is currently the only one working, and she is going through a lot of stress. So I am looking for work, and I don't know if I'll be able to keep streaming the way I am right now. Yeah, well, I think the right time for me will be at night. Yeah. So good luck finding a slot there to stream, or on the weekend I guess, but yeah, I was saying before, I'm streaming at the exact right time for Japan to watch. And what Japanese person is gonna watch me play a Pokemon game, right? But yeah, I only mention it because I know that my wife is stressed and I would like to provide some more I love anime, etc. So you should be good. Ooh, is that racist? I don't know if that's racist. Oh man, I've been tricked in saying an actual racist thing on stream already. They tricked me by having a username that looks like it's innocent, but when you say it out loud, it's definitely not. Nah, you're always good. I know that there's definitely one person I'll never have to moderate in here, and that's you. Naughty peeps, yeah. Oh, yesterday again my chat was warning. It's crazy, it happens like every day now. So we had a half an hour long discussion about porn. I love it. I think the favorite thing that was mentioned was virtual reality porn. Like, because I own a virtual reality headset, right? So it's like, I know what that's like. And I said, it's not from experience, but the worst part about VR porn is the fact that you can have completely no awareness of your surroundings. So, you know, if you're beating off while having a headset on and someone walks in, they will know what you're doing. You won't know that they're staring at you. I bet that has happened a lot to people using VR porn. Yeah. Like, how many kids do you think, like, obviously like 17, 18-year-olds, do you think have bought a VR headset just to watch, you know, Naughty America's compilation of VR cream pies? And then they are consuming the porn, and their parents just walk in with their heads while they have their headsets on and their, you know, trousers around their ankles. That is just an image that I just can't forget. Ah. I wonder how many parents have just quietly walked out and closed the door. And the kid will never know. Oh, I remember when I was young, I got quite embarrassed because One day I went to my room and suddenly there was a box of tissues next to my bed. Well, yeah, that's true. And not a word was said about this random box of tissues that showed up. Oh man. When I was a kid, I was completely clueless about everything. About, you know, girls, about friendship, about people. But, you know, I was quite popular as a kid. I mean, you've seen the photos. Yeah, I know. You've seen the photos, right? Like, I had loads of friends because I hung out with the people who were similar. You know, who were in the same kind of scene. But looking back, as an adult, I realized there was a lot of girls hanging out around me, and I just had no clue, right? I had no clue what was going on. Oh, I had such a baby face back then. But yeah, I started balding rather early on. But I reckon that before that, if I had a bit of a clue, I would have probably had a lot of... my life would have been a lot different than it is. Having said that, things work out for the best though. Well, that's the thing. I mean, as you grow older and you interact with more and more people, you get some more social awareness. And as a kid, I just had none. Like, I met my wife on the internet. I was 15, she was 14, and we started doing a long distance relationship. And I used to visit every half a year. I used to visit every half a year, and when I was 18, I was just like, yep, fuck this, I'm out of this country, and I moved over. When I hit 18, I completed my my college course. Well, I guess it's the equivalent of a high school. It's a little bit higher actually than a high school course. I don't know what it would be comparable in Australian and American audiences. But yeah, I completed my course that was supposed to last like 4 years in 2 years, and I was like, yep, fuck it, I'm out. And I moved over. I lived with her parents and her for a year. We got our own place, which is this one. I've been here since then. And I've just never had to look back. I still get homesick, because, you know, I grew up somewhere else, and you never really forget where you came from, right? But, that's how I ended up here in the UK. And luckily, my English has massively improved since then, because I wouldn't understand half of the things that people said back then, because of accents and, you know, stuff that I haven't encountered yet at that point. But I guess that also allowed me to do this, because now my English is better and now I can actually communicate with people properly. And when I was 18, I had no idea how to talk to people, right? I was overly cautious. I never had any banter with anyone. But I think that's all eventually led to me being able to stream. And I'm still happy with my wife. So that's... I don't know where I was going with the story. I just like spewing nonsense sometimes. Look at that big boy. I need to comment on it every single time I see it. Hey, where are my viewers at? So what are you going to be up to today? Are you going to stream later on, or have you reached affiliate yet? Yeah, what's your status? I really need to find some better music to put on behind my stream. Two days to go. Nice. Yeah, you're doing well. You've got a great community as well, so that's amazing. I knew right away when you got into the call with Lost and me that you would be amazing on Twitch. And I wasn't wrong. Oh. Gee, I really hope I get a single Growlithe today. Still in shock. Nah, don't be. I mean, you built a community, right? You've built a bunch of... you collected people and they want to watch you, so, you know, there's nothing shocking about that. That's... oh, excuse me. That's all merit. It's all, you know, deserved. But I think people are usually shocked when they find out people actually want to watch them. That's, yeah, I mean, I think that's the same with everyone, because, you know, with chat, you've got no guarantee that people will be chatting. You've got no guarantee that people want to talk to you, unless you have something interesting to say beforehand. Whereas when you're streaming with other people at the same time, you've always got someone to fall back on, and there's always stuff to discuss. You know, and to have banter with, even if it's nonsensical banter and doesn't make any sense, you know. It's just easier that way. And that's why I want to do more co-op streams as well. I'm weeding them out. Yeah. I mean, you know, humans are very social beings, so, you know, they want to talk to others. And, that's how we prosper, that's how we thrive. So I really want to do that with some more people as well. So I love watching the NLSS, which is Northern Lions stream that he does with his friends. I would really love to have something like that, where we just play random games, people can, you know, contribute in chat a little bit, and we just go back and forth with stories and anecdotes. Alright, see you in a bit. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things, you know, because when other people are having fun on stream, you have fun as well, and you know, I hope I can provide that fun for some people. That's what I set out to do. I always say that a couple of streamers have saved my life before, and they really have. When I was in a very dark place. Oh yeah, I'll see you in a bit. That's fine. When I was in a very dark place, there was always some streamers that I could watch. And, you know, they made me feel like I was, you know, part of the gang. And if they hadn't been there, I'm sure that things would have been very different for me now. So if I can provide that to, you know, even a single person, you know, a couple of people, I think that you can save people's lives by interacting with them. Even just a little bit, just give them a bit of acknowledgement. And that's what I hope to provide for some other people as well. And, that's what I set out to do. You know, and it starts small. It starts with, you know, 2 people, 1 person in chat. And I hope to build a family this way. I can tell my stories, and I'll always tell the complete truth. I always tell exactly how I consider that things went. And I want other people to share their stories as well, because everyone has a story, and everyone's story is important. And yes, I do upload these to YouTube, as well as archive footage, but the real experience is really on Twitch, where I can interact with people and we can discuss things. Fun things, sad things, happy things. It doesn't matter, we all need to tell our stories sometimes. And even if, you know, some people don't chat, that's fine too. If they just want to listen to what other people say, I understand that. I hope that I at some point do give some advice that will be beneficial to anyone. While playing Pokemon. I mean, that's the dream, isn't it? Like, I was never a good speaker. I couldn't speak in front of people. If I tried, I get shaky, I get nervous. People watching me, I couldn't do it, right? But I don't seem to have that problem here on Twitch, which is a little bit weird. Because I've got horrible stage fright. I was, we had a school musical, which is like a thing we do, well, back in the Netherlands at least, where I was supposed to be one of the main characters, but I couldn't because I got nervous and I backed out. I still kind of regret that, because I think it would have been fun to actually have a singing part. So that's another bit of advice I'll give anyone watching. If you want to do something, don't back out because you think it's going to be embarrassing for yourself. If you really want to do something and you want to make something out of it, you need to persevere. Just stick to it. And even if it doesn't work out, at least you can say you tried and you didn't back out. You know, I've spent upwards of 250 hours on Twitch playing this game, just catching shinies, right? Well, I don't think it's boring. Other people might watch it and say, nah, that's not for me. Well, that's fine. It doesn't have to be for you. You know, I want to provide added value by giving my own opinions and giving my own advice to people, basically. But yeah, unfortunately, long term, if I want to do this, I would need to be able to to make some money, unfortunately. That is the sad truth about the situation on Twitch. Because we're still all people, you know, we still have bills to pay. And at the moment, I don't have a real job. I call it a real job because that's how people interpret that. And I hope to be able to make something out of this. We all have dreams, we all have hopes. We all have things to work towards. And for now, this is it for me. Making people happy. Because I really think everyone deserves to be happy. And unfortunately, a lot of people aren't. See what's up on Twitter today. Oop, I refreshed that, didn't need to do that. Oh yes, the Gillette thing, it's still up raging on. Let's see, what's up with Ariana Grande? Oh, she dropped her latest track, nice. Oh, Punisher is out. Punisher Season 2. Sweet. Ooh, some big titty waifus. Don't mind if I do. What's going on Facebook? Oh, drug bust in my old town where I used to live. Always fun. No new emails. Okay, and that was all the interesting bits in the world right now. So, my country's going mad with Brexit. Everyone has an opinion. Personally, whatever. You know, this has gone so far beyond what was interesting. What was an interesting development. People are just completely shouting at each other and, you know, condemning each other's opinions. Live and let live. Hey, do we have a growling spawn? Maybe? No, that's Pidgeotto. And that's a non-shiny Growlithe. Okay. So, I've got a canopy chain because every single first catch of a species needs to be a shiny so that they appear shiny in the Pokédex on their first entry. Now I can encounter Pokemon, it will put them in the Pokédex as a colored Pokemon, but if you catch one and it's your first catch, that will override the first entry. Eradicate. I will keep pronouncing it Ratata, not Ratata. Ratatata. Ratatata. Oh, that's a normal Abra. And we got 4 Pokemon, so we can run. Run, bitch, run! I really need to find a way to get rid of all these bots from my channel. Oh, shiny Jigglypuff again. Okay, I guess. Look, it's a shiny Jigglypuff. Okay. Bag. Use a Nana Berry. Okay, bag. Use an Ultra Ball. And throw it. And that will be a Jiggly. So, right now, we have the Vulpix line complete. We have the Porygon line complete because there is no line. We have the Jigglypuff line complete. That makes for 12 unique shinies so far for the shiny decks. Look at this beauty. Okay, let's take a quick screenshot of it. Hello, I'm a Jigglypuff. How are you doing? I will quickly post a screenshot to Twitter because that is a thing that people do. Okay. I'll post screenshots into my Discord. Shiny hunting. By the way, I have a Discord. The Discord link is... Hey, welcome back, Satanic Kitten. I am making fun of myself because I am an idiot. I just bought myself a new Jigglypuff. So, that's happening. Then I copy my channel link. And I will add it to my Twitter screenshot. There we go. I hate this game. Just give me the Pokemon I want. Yep, okay. Well, that's okay, because I'm also doing a shiny living dex, which means I want living copies of all of the Pokemon that I catch, shiny, as well as having them in the Pokedex. So, this is fine. I do not mind this. Let me favorite this. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Do I have a Satanic Kitten yet? I don't think I do. Let's see, what is this one's called? Eva Vectress, Shinigami, Kaze, Aqua Phoenix, Phase. These are just Porygons. Well, you will be named. Can I fit this in here? Wait. Satanic Kit. Isn't that how you spell the kit from Knight Rider as well? Ah, that'll do. Satanic Kit. Oh. Oh no! Why use an Ultra Ball again? Needs a Y. Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't fit. Okay, use a Pokeball. You motherfucking worm. Now it's time to get mad again. Yay! Oh yeah, you're a Jigglypuff. Of course you're cute. I'm very surprised that Nintendo lets me use the word satanic in the name of a Pokemon. Come on. Yeah, it's a shame you can't dress your Pokemon up, because that Jigglypuff definitely needs a choker and a whip. Yeah. Oh, Pedro. Oh, let's use another floor. Get some more Caterpies out. You fixing Mr. GFX. I mean, I was so into graphics that I actually bought the domain name tdgfx.com, which stands for Third Dimension Graphics. I still think that tdgfx is an amazing domain name. I got very lucky to buy that when I was like 16. And that's where I host my website as well. Like when I was 16, I wanted to start a company called Third Dimension Graphics. But I've gone through a lot of different iterations on that website. First it was my portfolio site. Then it was a comic site where I posted my own comics. All perfect trash. Ugh, can't speak now. Yeah, it was like a furry comic. And now I use it as my streamer site. But I'm sure that's going to confuse people. Yeah, I actually drew a furry comic. Fucking sue me. I don't care. Nah, but I've been writing my own world, basically, for like over 10 years. I've been writing a story, and I wanted to put it into a comic, but then I decided, well, this is a lot of work. Alright, see you in a bit, Ken. Weedle? Caterpie even. Still haven't caught a Weedle yet. That might be a good shiny catch as well. Oh, Jesus. Sorry for your ears. And a Caterpie. I wonder if I should go for a Weedle. That'll be a bit difficult though, because Caterpies will be more likely to spawn. But that's not a bad thing, because I need more Caterpies anyway. I really wish there was an option after a catch to automatically send Pokemon to the professor. Caterpie. Oh, that was a big vibration on my Joy-Con there. Interesting. I've literally sent hundreds of Caterpie to the professor so far. Every single time that I need to make a new chain, I'm going for Caterpie because they're just the easiest to catch. Oh, there's one. I caught a Caterpie. I'm really proud specifically of that Caterpie. Okay. Far way there, far, living on a prayer. Oh, come on now. Just because I use my other hand doesn't mean it has to be a weak throw. Hey, if you're in my chat and you are currently hunting as well, let me know what you're hunting. I'm very curious to hear. Also, something I'm very curious to hear about is if you have impaired motor function, how well can you play this game? Because it's one-handed, so that's positive for people with impaired motor function, but you still have to use, you know, quite a bit of movement for your wrist. Huh. Never really thought of that. Okay, so we're halfway to a Caterpie chain, and then we're gonna go back to Growlithe. So I've given up on my stance of no shinies left behind. I will catch one more shiny than I need for every Pokemon. And if they keep showing up, like those friggin' Porygon that I've seen 5 of this week, I'm not catching it. So whilst hunting this Porygon, I've gotten 2 Jigglypuffs, I've gotten 2 Vulpixes, I've gotten 5 Porygon, and 0 Growliths. Oh yeah, and an Abra. I forgot about my Abra. That was also while hunting for a Growlithe. Well, at least it's good for filling out my Pokedex a little bit. Oh, excuse me. Also, if you want to join my Discord and talk in there, we have a bot called Poke Discord, which lets you catch Pokemon on Discord. You just have to type in their name with P!catch, and you can catch and trade Pokemon that way, and that's a lot of fun. Ooh, Facebook memories. Oh, that makes me sad. That was my current cat with my old cat, the one who died. No, I do not care for your weekly antics. So kindly fuck off, my good sir. It's an Oddish or canopy. It's an Oddish. So I haven't caught an Oddish shiny yet, so I cannot catch this. Besides, we're on a canopy chain. So we better keep catching canopy. Nice. So it looks like critical capture is still a thing. I wasn't sure, but it looks like it is. Which is very nice indeed. Very, very nice. Facebook memories make me sad. Okay. We've got another canopy. Just a couple more, and then we can move on to my Growlithe again. So if you're currently hunting, let me know what you're hunting. I'm very interested to hear. Also, if I have issues with my audio, please let me know as well, because I always seem to be having issues with my audio. I'm pretty sure I still need a new... oh, Jesus. I'm pretty sure I still need a new mixer. So, I actually have an Amazon wish list that I'm currently assembling of stuff that I need for my streams, which I hope to be buying when I make a decent income. But yes, as we progress, production values of my streams will only increase. Because I've only been doing this for 2 months now. 2 months? Maybe a little bit over. Time's going so fast here on Twitch. Catch a few more worms. And then we go to the exciting bit. Ooh, level 50. Look at that. I'm catching caterpies. I do love leveling up from catching caterpies. It is just so ridiculous to think that like an overpowered god of a Pokemon can just level up because its trainer caught a caterpie. So I don't know if this is suggesting that Pokemon levels are actually like trainer levels rather than the levels of the actual Pokemon, or what? How many more do I need? Should be there soon, right? Oh yes, just 3 more. So we've already seen 2 shinies in the last hour and a half. Let's see if we can make it 4 in the 4 hours I'm streaming today. Yeah, it's a worm. 4 shinies in 4 hours would be really cool. But yeah, I was considering going for Zapdos today. So Zapdos might be really fun after my Growlithe. If I get a Growlithe today, that is. I'm holding that Zapdos ransom. I'm only going to do it after I get my Growlithe. Okay, that's 31. Okay, it's just a normal caterpillar. Right, time to leave the forest and get to better things again. Bag. Use my town map. One of the things that I really want to prioritize as well in buying after my mixer is a one of those, what's it called? The stream decks. Because then I can make things happen on the screen by press of a button. And like shiny overlays for when I get a shiny, stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to setting that up. Okay, so we don't need a Vulpix. We got 2 of them already. We definitely don't need the fucking Porygon. And we don't need a Jigglypuff. We could use Abra for the living decks, but other than that it's useless. Anything else is fair game. So we'll see what happens. And remember, 4 Pokemon spawn here, so don't walk into the door until you see 4 Pokemon on your screen. Otherwise you miss out on potentially a shiny. I did already. Okay, there's 4. Sorry for the noises. I do live in a flat, so there's gonna be neighbors around at all times. Like that one upstairs. who apparently has elephant feet. Okay. I do like it here. This is a nice place to live. It's not expensive. We've got very little room. Like, what you see on the camera is basically it. This is basically my entire house. But it's comfortable. It's definitely a comfortable house. It definitely served as the first place to live on our own. That's only to wrap it up. So I need to wait for another spawn. Oh, and it's eradicate. Why did I even wait? Okay, 2 shiny so far today. Let's place our bets on what the next shiny is going to be. I bet it's going to be either another Vulpix or another Porygon, because this game loves taunting me. Or something else that I don't really want. Now Rattata wouldn't be too bad, because, you know, again, it fills up my Pokedex a little bit, but I am definitely hoping for that Growlithe. Pidgeotto would be a bit of a shame, because I wouldn't have a Pidgey shiny. I would still need to get one of those. And the best place to get a Pidgey is in Viridian Forest. So that's going to be a bit difficult to chain, because I'm going to be chaining Caterpie. Or I could chain Jigglypuff, I guess, because I do have a shiny Jigglypuff already. Lore. Run from this dude. Let's see. Is that? Nope, that's big. I'm just gonna refresh through it quickly. These running Pokemon get really annoying because they just keep running into you. Okay, wait for one more. Nope, it's a Jigglypuff. Do not care. So, back out, back in. This is how we play this game. We optimize it to shit. Oh, 4 Pokemon. I really hope it's not going to be a Pidgeotto. I mean, I'll catch it, because I still need to get 50 Pokemon to fight bloody Koga. So, that was a bit of an oversight when I started this challenge. Like, I thought getting a Bulbasaur was difficult to go fight Brock, but this is definitely the biggest challenge in this playthrough. Getting to the point where you can fight Koga by having 50 unique Pokemon. Also, remember, I am randomly naming Pokemon after viewers on my channel, but I would have to see those users in my chat first. So, my next shiny, I haven't decided on the name yet. I still have 2 Porygons to name, and it could be you. Again, 4 Pokemon, don't care. Porygon are so loud. So what they've decided to do is if 2 Porygons spawn, they will cry at the same time, which just amplifies it. What I would have done is I would have offset them slightly. So I'm learning that Growlithe is difficult to catch. I got several of them in my other playthrough, but again, I was chaining them specifically in that playthrough. So my plan was a bit too optimistic to begin with, because I said to myself, okay, I'll try to catch a single shiny for before every gym, and I'll start collecting all of them when I can get the money from Cerulean Cave. But I didn't take into account that Koga actually needs to see 50 unique Pokemon in your Pokedex. So my one every gym has kind of fallen apart now. And I mean, it's to be expected, because this game is all about catching Pokemon, right? It's not even about the battling in this game. Okay, that's 4 Pokemon. Run out, run back in. So now, according to my challenge rules, I need to catch 50 shiny Pokemon. But I'm not about to give up. I like this kind of challenge run. Like, I think these games are probably too easy. Who's Big Boy? I will never not comment on the Big Boy. Just remember, the Big Boy can be very sad sometimes if you don't mention him. After this, I'm either gonna do Zapdos, or I'm going to do Slowpoke again, because Slowpoke is my favorite Pokemon, and I would love to have a shiny Slowbro on my team. Oh, this way. Whoa. Slowpoke is my Slowbro. I need to change that text. The plan initially was to have a different thing on there every single stream, but that quickly fell apart when I realized how difficult it actually is to change the text on those things. Like how much time it actually takes to put letters in there. Nope. Nothing of interest here. Like, I was gonna put Digimon is better than Pokemon in there, but you know, we all know the truth. You know what, I've never thought about this, but my channel prefix for my emotes is Arctic T1. Because obviously Arctic was probably already taken by someone. I don't know who, but I'll find you. What's Big Boy? And that's actually very apt since I'm a type 1 diabetic, so it's Arctic T1. So I don't really mind it. Like, if I was a shit disturber, which I'm not, I could complain to Twitch saying, oh look, this is, you know, labeling me. I don't like it, but I'm not that sad. It would be nice to just get Arctic though. Nope. So this is the screen I've been staring at for many hours. As Shinigami would say, this really is my white whale, this growling. But Sly Charizard got one yesterday in chat, and he missed it, and then literally less than half an hour later he got another one, so excuse me, I think we should stand a chance today. Okay. So today I'm streaming until 4 my time. It is currently 1:45, so still have 2 hours and 15 minutes. Oh, there's already 4 here. But I do love this game. There's 4 here. This is an incredibly relaxing game to just play and just not think about anything. And this game has sparked so much attention to shiny hunting as well. Like, you see so many shiny hunters on Twitch now, which is so nice because I do love that content. Yep, my stream froze again. Let me see if I can fix it this time. I'm just gonna remove a remedial source, add a new source in, add new source. No, it's not a local file. No, cancel that. Did it? Yeah, it's still there. Remove that. Give me a second here. Video capture device. It's not Candroid, it's Aver Media. Add existing source. That is still frozen. Well, fuck me, I guess. Put it back down here. Let's move it around so it's aligned properly. And move it up. No, stop moving up, please. Thank you. So normally to fix this, I need to crash my computer. Let me quickly crash my computer then. This sucks. Aver Media is stuck on that. Is it overheating? Is it getting rather hot? No, it's not. Okay. Let me quickly restart my stream. I'll be back in a second.